During Sunday's game, when a Bills defender hit him around the knee, he was limited in practice Monday. Lamar has a quick turnaround. He plays Thursday night against the Jets. Meanwhile, we saw Patrick Mahomes holding his throwing hand during the entire game. During Sunday's win over the Patriots, X-rays were negative, and Coach Andy Reid says he should be available Sunday against Denver. Stephen A., tell me this. Whose injury is more concerning?
Well, I definitely believe the injury that's the most concern is Lamar Jackson. When you look at this quad situation, the way he runs with the football, you can talk about 1,017 yards rushing. He's the leading rusher for the number one rushing attack in all of football and the number one offense in all of football. Oh, by the way, they ranked 26th in the pass. Obviously, that's not that important to them. They need to run the football. And Lamar Jackson has a lot to do with their ability to run that football. When you look at everything else that they have available to them, and you look at their leading receivers, Mark Andrews can play, Hollywood Brown can play. We all know that. Those are your two top receivers right there. Snead is still there and what have you. I'm just looking at them and I'm saying their success is predicated on the running ability of Lamar Jackson. He is what him and Marcus Peters, obviously we got to give Marcus Peters some love again, but he is what has really, really turned this franchise into a Super Bowl contender because of the dynamic that he brings to the equation. Without Lamar Jackson running the football effectively, the Ravens really, you don't look at them the same. And I'm telling you right now, if I'm in the Ravens, I don't even play him Thursday. It's against the Jets. If you can't, I mean, listen, I know your backup is Robert Griffin III, and we haven't seen him too much in the last half decade. But the bottom line is this. If you can't beat the Jets, okay, then excuse me, you ain't no Super Bowl contender.
And between Mike Vick and Lamar Jackson, there was Robert Griffin III, by the way. Let's not forget what he was as a rookie.
Yeah, no, he was special.
He was unbelievable.
He almost got amputated by Haloti Ngata. Yeah.
And, by the way, played on a leg he shouldn't have played.
That's
Begged
right.
his coach to play. They put him in, never the same.
That's
so
right.
Lamar Jackson, I agree with you about the rest. But
Right.
which presents the bigger problem for their team? Is it Mahomes' hand or Lamar Jackson's leg? So in order to answer the question, you have to imagine that it handicaps their ability to do the thing that makes them great, right? Actually, Mahomes' injury is worse for his team. Mahomes can run, but he ain't going to beat you with his legs all night. Lamar Jackson can throw, but he might be able to beat you with his arm. Don't forget, I bring up that Warren Sharp stat all the time, most accurate 21-year-old passer in football history, in NFL history. But even compared to other rookies, right, who weren't 21, Peyton Manning, Andrew Luck, like are these great quarterbacks? Carson Palmer, not to mention Goff and Wentz. Higher completion percentage, more yards per attempt, lower interception rate. As rookies, now, is he a better or worse passer than he was last year? He's better. The Ravens have enough talent on defense, but even on offense, that Lamar Jackson, even though when you take away the running ability, of course it's going to affect his game, can beat you with the weapons around him, both sides of the ball, from the pocket, more easily than Mahomes could beat you, given his team, if he really just has to rely on his legs. I actually think Mahomes' injury is a bigger deal here. I think it's a bigger deal. I think it's harder for the Chiefs to win if Mahomes can't throw the ball.
Well, see, I get where you're coming from. I just a personal preference. If I got Tyreek Hill and Travis Kelce, and I got Watkins as well, and I got Damian Williams and Shady McCoy with Andy Reid as my play caller, I think I got a shot even without Patrick Mahomes. I got no shot if I'm Baltimore without Lamar Jackson.
No,
none.
First of all,
see it
when
that
Lamar
way.
Jackson took over the team, everything changed.
Yeah.
And they changed the offense and everything. But you mentioned there is a quarterback on the team who could at least approximate in a much dimmer version at this point in his career some of the things Lamar Jackson could do. When Mahomes went down, the Chiefs were fundamentally not the same team.
I'm like,
they weren't winning.
I hate this topic because I want both of these guys to be healthy. How crushing would it be if Lamar Jackson couldn't be playing at the end of the season? Or Patrick Mahomes couldn't be playing with the type of years that he's
That's
having.
why Stephen A is 100% right. You must rest Lamar.
And by the way, that kid McCole Hardman for the Kansas City Chiefs, that brother's no joke either. So this is just additional weapons that you add to the equation. I understand what you're saying about Patrick Mahomes, but I just gave you 5 or 6 dudes on Kansas City's offense. Hollywood Brown, Mark Andrews are no scrubs to the Baltimore Ravens. Mad respect. Mark Ingram got a lot of love for that brother. But I'm just telling you.
Yeah, but bottom line is they weren't winning when Mahomes went down.
Okay, yeah, but you know what? Alex Smith is gone. You hand the reins to Mahomes. Nobody else even sees a snap because this dude is there after don't fit. I mean, that might have a lot to do with it. In the case of Baltimore, you're looking at Lamar Jackson. Again, everything is predicated on his ability to run the football the way that he does.
Well, yes, and complete passes down the field on first down, and he's been doing that too.
But I'm just saying, but it's all predicated on the fear of his running ability. So as a result, it compromises your secondary because you constantly got a spy, if not two, on this brother because he's such an electrifying runner. That compromises. If he's not behind center, then guess what? You could drop two dudes back into the secondary.
It would be interesting if Lamar was compromised running for a week or two and iced the MVP, like just made it no doubt because he was beating teams without running just from the pocket. I think he's capable of doing it.
Yeah, but I just don't want him doing that against the Jets.
You can't beat the Jets.
I don't know. We're talking about the playoffs
Anybody can hit you. Anybody can hit you. You don't need to play against the Jets. Rest them this week. Rest them this week.
No question. We want both these guys
Get him like a nice masseuse just every day. That's his practice. You know what I'm saying? They're getting it all out. Excuse me?
If you're available.
No, I don't do those. I don't do those. I get those done.
You just receive them.
I get those done. I receive them.
Okay.
I don't get.
I don't think Lamar Jackson wants to give you.
No, I don't think so.
Right.
I don't think so.
Up next, friend of the show in one of New York